Hi guys, so I'm just warning you in advance that this video is going to be super ranty and probably really annoying. I don't expect anyone to watch it, but I need to get this off my chest because I'm so annoyed, like really annoyed. I've just walked in from going to the Apple store to try and get my Mac sorted and I'm furious. I was really annoyed. I was talking on Twitter about how annoyed I was and I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna make a video. So yeah, I'm just letting you know now that I'm gonna be really annoying in this video. Yeah, I'm gonna be complaining a lot. So if you suffer from a heart condition or anything like that and you feel that I may kind of jeopardise your health because you're gonna get so angry with me that it's gonna make you feel all, you know, then stop watching this now because I'm just warning you, I'm probably going to annoy you. I'd probably annoy myself. If I was watching someone else doing this video, I'd probably get annoyed. Just want to start out by saying that I've had nothing but good experiences with Apple before. I've had 2 Macs now and loads of iPods. My boyfriend's family have got loads of Macs and I'm that annoying person that's like, you should get a Mac, like Macs are amazing, Macs are amazing, and I am that annoying person that tells you that you should go with Apple and, you know, rambles on about how amazing they are and how they have great customer service. I am that annoying person normally, and today I'm the annoying person that moans about it. No, I can't even talk, I'm so angry. So yeah, I'm a big Apple fan. I watch the keynote religiously with popcorn with my boyfriend. We sit and we watch keynote. We're big Apple nerds. Today, Apple have they've really annoyed me and I feel like I've got a lot of anger towards them. So hopefully I'm gonna get rid of it in this video. I've got a MacBook, like the black MacBook. I've got that and I have had it about 1.5 years now. No problems with it, absolutely love it, it's amazing. But, this is a big but, probably 1.5 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, my charger like broke and I had a dodgy charger and it burned out inside and so the charger stopped working. And I took the charger to the Apple store yesterday. They gave me a new one, they were really good. And my boyfriend also had something wrong with his iPhone headphones, they replaced those, they were amazing, okay? What's this? What's this? It's kind of the effect of my top. I'm not like a crazy person with like things hanging off the top. Anyway, they were amazing yesterday, gave me this charger and I was well impressed. Came home, sent me on my merry way and I was so excited to come home and plug that baby into my MacBook. So I came home and I'm like, yeah, I've missed my Mac so much. I can make videos now again. Blah 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 blah. Came home and I plugged that little cord in. I was very excited and it went green. It's green if it's fully charged and it's like orange if it's charging. So I was like, this appears to be a problem because my battery was dead, so why is it green like it's fully charged? So I unplugged it and the Mac just went and like, it didn't do that but it died. It basically turned itself off. Plugged it back in, restarted it, tried loads of things and it actually said on my display battery not charging, so I was like, bad news. So I decided to investigate further and obviously I'm not like an IT person but I'm quite decent with computers and I'm quite decent with Macs and my boyfriend knows quite a lot about them and he's really good with things like that. I'm one of those people that just kind of, you know, the computer doesn't charge and they're like, oh no, the light's gone off, I'm gonna take it to the shop. I'm not like that. I will like read up about it on the internet and try and sort things out myself before I take it in. I had a little poke around in the Apple forums and I went on this Apple support website and I did an SMC reset the computer and tried a few like troubleshooting things that I found on the website and still none of it was working. So I had a word with my boyfriend, he did some other stuff and said, you know, you really need to take it back. So I did, I made an appointment, I went back today. I went into the Apple store and I was kept waiting for about 20 minutes, which is fine, you know, people run late, whatever. Then I get to the counter and the guy is so patronising. Like, I know I'm a girl and I'm a youngish girl and so maybe he thinks that I don't know anything about computers. And yeah, he knows a lot more than I do, but you don't need to talk to me like I'm a 3-year-old. I got to the counter and he's like, okay, what's the problem? So I say, okay, I came yesterday, got a new charger, explain the situation to him, and then I say, I've actually done an SMC reset, but it's not, and he's like, whoa, 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 Gemma, don't worry, Gemma. And so I'm looking at him, I'm like, I'm not worrying, I'm just telling you what I've done, you're a technician, and therefore I thought you might be interested in me telling you what troubleshooting I've already done, so you know where we're at. Fair enough, you might want to do them again yourself to make sure I've done it properly, but you don't need to be like, oh, don't worry, like, you know, you can talk to me as an adult, you can talk to me like you would talk to, you know, a guy. It really annoyed me. And he's like, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take your battery out, Gemma, okay? So he's talking to me like this, and I think, fair enough, whatever, he's being polite, he's not being rude to me, but he's just being like overly, you know. So I'm watching him do it, everything that I did last night, and he does that, and he's like, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing what's called an SMC. Yes, I know, because I did one last night. So I sit there, and I just bite my tongue, and he does it, and it doesn't work. Then the next thing that he does is runs a battery diagnostic test. But instead of telling me they're going to run a battery diagnostic test, he says, so I've got this little thing, and what this does is it tells me how your battery's working, and so I'm going to plug it in now. Yeah, okay, just say I'm running a battery diagnostic test, just don't, I'm not a baby. So then he plugs it in and the screen goes red, and he's like, can you see that it's red, and this means that your battery's dead. Yeah, okay, so I'm like, okay, right, so what do we do, and why is it dead, you know? And he says, well, basically it's come to the end of its life. I basically said to him, look, I purchased Apple Care, which is like an extended warranty, like a protection plan against your Mac. I bought that when I bought the laptop, and, you know, am I covered? What can we do? Because a new battery is like £90 or something, and I'm really not that impressed that I have to pay £90 for a new battery, especially since this problem only started since the dodgy charger. So the dodgy charger kind of burnt out inside, so could that have harmed my battery in some way? Because it seems like a really big coincidence that they just happened to have both broken at the same time. And he's like, no. And his tone of voice just changed, and I wasn't being rude, I was just like, I'm just wondering why this has happened. Basically, your battery has been charged almost 700 times, and these batteries are only designed to be charged 300 times. Quite frankly, Gemma, I'm surprised you've made it this far. Okay, don't tell me you're surprised I've come this far. What does that even mean? And I was just like, okay, so, and I said, so what are you saying? He said, well, if I'm quite honest with you, you should have bought a new battery over a year ago. Hold the phone. I only got the computer a year and a half ago. So basically you're telling me that 6 months into buying a Mac, which I dropped nearly £1,000 on, including, like, you know, software and kind of warranty and whatever, you're basically telling me that I would have needed to spend £100 within 6 months on a new battery. No, I'm not impressed with that. So, you know, nobody tells you when you buy a Mac that you need to buy a new battery if you charge it 300 times. Nobody tells you that. And, you know, the good thing about Macs is that they last. They're built to last. You know, I've had other brands of laptops, and to be quite honest, I know people that are like really pro Mac or pro Apple are like really annoying, but it's true, we're right, they last longer. If you look after them, they last a long time. That's just how it works. That's why they're more expensive. And, you know, my last Mac, I had it for 5 years, and I did have to get some stuff repaired, but it was my fault, because it's things like I dropped the laptop once, or, you know, like things like that were my fault. Never had any issues with it. So the fact that, oh, it's just really annoying. And so he basically wanted to try and sell me the battery there and then, which I wasn't too impressed with, because I do kind of want to speak to Apple. Maybe it's me, maybe everyone else in the world is aware of the fact that you need to buy a new battery if you charge your laptop 300 times. Maybe it is me, maybe I'm just oblivious to these kind of things, but it just doesn't sound that convincing to me. I thought it was a little bit annoying, a little bit of a cop-out. I mean, come on, who's gonna drop like nearly £1,000 on a laptop and then hardly ever use it because they're frightened that the battery might come to the end of its life? Mr. Cautious that lives on Careful Lane? No. Yeah, I use my laptop all the time. Like, I'm on it all the time and I'm editing videos, I'm doing uni work, but that's what they're made for. You don't buy something to never use it. And, you know, I don't have a live stream coming out on my laptop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, I just use it, I am so annoyed. But the reason I'm more annoyed, to be honest, is that I came out of the Apple store and I was like, oh, that was it. I said bye to him as well. I was like, okay, thank you, bye. And he didn't say bye to me. Why didn't he say bye to me? Is it because I didn't buy the battery from him? I don't know. Why am I whispering? So I come out the Apple store and first thing I do is go in my bag to get my phone out because I want to ring my boyfriend and be like, eh! So I get my phone out. That's what I do to him all the time, by the way. Got the phone out the bag. Actually, let's just rewind a little bit. I didn't get the phone out of my bag because there was no phone in my bag. I'd forgotten my phone. So I was like, oh, that's kind of annoying because I was waiting for a phone call from my dad because I've got to take him to the whatever, long story. I wanted to get a drink. I was so thirsty and went to get my purse. I didn't bring my purse. So I was like, oh my god, I'm just going to have to go home because I've no money. Like, I can't do anything here, so I'm just gonna have to leave and get in my car. So I like kind of trundled out to my car and I'm really annoyed. I'm like walking really quickly, go and get in my car, and then I start the car up and realise, oh, I should really put some petrol in. I don't think I can make it home on this petrol. Oh, sorry, I'd forgotten my purse. So I didn't have any petrol. I had like a little tiny bit and I had to go on the motorway. Bad times. I'm trying to get out of my parking space and I'm like really annoyed, trying to get out of my parking space, and as I'm trying to reverse out, this car behind me is like just kind of moving around and doing some kind of acrobatic routine in the background, and I couldn't get out. And then after about, it felt like half an hour, but it was probably a couple of minutes. After a couple of minutes, they pulled into the space next to me. They gave up with whatever they were trying to do, and they pulled into the space next to me. So I turn around and I'm like, and I give them the dirtiest, well, that's not the dirtiest look of my life, I can do better than that, but I gave him a really dirty look anyway. And then I do a double take and I realise it's my old media teacher from college. Nice one, Gemma. So then I just put my head down, I'm like reversing out really quickly because I don't want them to recognise me, you know. Normally I would never give someone a dirty look like that, but I was in such a bad mood that I was just like, so then I had to drive at 45 miles an hour on the motorway to get home on the petrol that I had, and I was like, please make it. I like turn the radio off and I like turn my air conditioning off. I'm like, oh. So yeah, I made it home obviously, but I was like driving 45 on the motorway, and you know, normally there's like a little group of lorries and they're all like together, like going slow, and you can normally just breeze past them. Well, not today. I was in the belly of the beast, like surrounded by lorries driving along. Even the lorry drivers got annoyed with me. They were like overtaking me and they're going, what are you doing? Like through the window, and I'm going back like, I can't go any faster, I have no fuel. Like, it didn't make any sense at all. Like some kind of, you know, sign language through the window to this lorry driver. Anyway, I managed to get home, and then, oh, so embarrassing, I'm driving down the road, like right near my house. I'm like, please make it, come on Molly. Molly's my car. I'm like, come on Molly. And then the police are behind me and they're like sirens blazing. I'm like, oh no, do they know I'm driving with no petrol? Are they going to arrest me? And obviously I'm kidding. So then they're like behind me and they're like, put the sirens on and they're like indicating. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting pulled over. So I pull over and I'm like, oh, and I look out my window and they carry on going. They're not even pulling me over. Oh. Anyway, I'm home now, but yeah, I'm just really annoyed. Oh, I need a cup of tea or something, I think. I'm sorry. I know this video is really whiny and really annoying, and if I was watching someone else I'd be like, oh, why are you such a whiny cow? But, you know, things happen. So yeah, I'm sorry, I just ranted and ranted and ranted. If you made it this far in the video, type Kanye West into the comments, just so I know who made it this far. I wouldn't make it this far. If I was watching someone else, I would have turned this off long ago. But yeah, I just think it's really bad anyway of Mac to do that. But let me know what you think, because maybe it's just me. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just clueless about this whole battery situation. But I really don't think that seems right. Maybe I have used my battery a lot, but it has only happened when I had a dodgy charger, so, you know. And I purchased this Apple Care extended warranty thing, and yeah, maybe this isn't a warranty issue or whatever, but I thought they maybe would help me. And he says to me at the end, he's like, is there anything else I can do for you? I felt like saying, give me a free battery.